In this lesson, we will discuss using cognitive behavioral therapy to identify and challenge negative thinking and depression. Negative, distorted thinking maintains depression. When you hold distorted beliefs about yourself, the world, and the future, there are negative consequences or costs. The antidote to cognitive distortions is questioning the assumptions you make. Helpful questions include, how likely is this to be true? Is there an alternative explanation? Is it always true? Here are some of the common distortions in thinking associated with depression. Identify the ones you rely on and think about the logic comebacks and reframes you can make. Overgeneralization is taking one small bit of information and applying it to everything. For example, you see a friend out in public. They don't stop to talk with you. You conclude that they hate you and that everyone hates you. You stop calling your friends because everyone hates you. You ignore the next friend you see because everyone hates you. People start to notice you're ignoring them and stop calling. Dispute the overgeneralization by questioning the assumptions you have made. Is the conclusion you have drawn always true? What's an alternate explanation? It's highly unlikely that my friend, who I've talked to twice a week for many years, suddenly hates me. Maybe they just didn't see me. Maybe they were upset with me, but I'm sure we can work it out. Even if they hate me, that doesn't mean that everyone hates me. Discounting is minimizing something positive. When you're feeling depressed, you can miss positives and hyper-focus on negatives. For example, even though your supervisor gave you positive feedback, you focus on the small thing that you got wrong, or the thought that you're not productive enough. You decide that you're going to lose your job. Dispute it with this. It's unlikely I'm losing my job after getting positive feedback from my supervisor. Maybe because I'm feeling down, I'm focusing on the negatives and discounting the positives. Even though I've made some mistakes, the feedback was largely positive. I'm probably not in danger of getting fired. Applying a mental filter is like looking into one eye in the Mona Lisa and deciding it's not much of a painting. You select one arbitrary data point and draw conclusions based on it. For example, you've cooked Thanksgiving dinner for your family for years. One year, you make a dish that doesn't quite turn out as you planned. You conclude that people will not want to come next year because of that one dish. Asking whether this outcome is likely and whether there might be an alternative view of the situation helps you sort out the facts from the fiction you've created. Even though I'm not happy with that dish, it was still eaten. Of course they'll come next year. My meals are always great. Plus, I do all the work. Hopelessness is the belief that you have no control over a situation, that external forces are at work, and that there is nothing you can do to change it. Let's say you have a disappointing performance and you assume your performance will always be disappointing because there's nothing you can do to change it. This reflects the unwarranted beliefs that you cannot do better if you prepare more or try harder. There is no evidence to support the truth of those beliefs. Practice doesn't make you perfect, but it does make you better. Pessimism is a close friend of hopelessness. The pessimist always expects the worst. For example, the next job I take is going to be worse than the last. I might as well not bother looking for a job. The antidote for this thinking is allowing for the alternative explanation that you were unlucky. You've had good jobs in the past, and the next job could be better. Notice the cost of distorted thinking. There's a cost to you. Distorted thinking limits what you're willing to do and to try, things that are just what you need to pull yourself out of depression. There's a cost to others. Your beliefs make you want to isolate and remain inactive. People are hurt by your withdrawal and difficulty meeting your responsibilities. They feel they've lost support, or a partner, or a friend. Try to notice your negative thinking and make the changes you've identified. Notice the benefits to you and to others. Keep track of your changes you are making so that you can refer to them in the future when you're feeling down or when you get caught up in the cycle of negative thinking. In the next lesson, we'll go over cognitive behavior therapy strategies that can help you get moving when you're feeling depressed. Thank you for choosing the Recovery Village. If you are a loved one or struggling with mental health or substance abuse and would like to find out more about the programs we offer, please reach out to us directly at 855-387-3291.